Mute. We're gonna bring Rose in. I'm gonna make her rejoin. Sorry, Ty.
Ty, you'll join in next.
So are we
Give it just
playing
1
this?
second. I'm gonna drag Rose in.
Are we playing this? Or?
Yes, we're gonna play. Just try not to do tasks yet.
I'm waiting in cafeteria.
All right, we're good now. We're good now.
I forgot to back
Not-
out. I
You're
got
good. We'll run this one, then switch. All right, mute up.
I haven't even seen anybody. I'm just trying to fix my audio and stuff. I didn't see anybody. Oh, this is scary. Okay. It's kind of sus. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe not. Sit here for half sake, see if someone kills. Oh,
Body and top of calf.
I can 100% guarantee that it is not white. White is 100% clear.
I am fairly sure it's also not yellow. I went into medbay and saw them scanning, and from what I timed, it seemed to be all right.
I was in.
Glad you're confident in me, but why?
Why would you every single task?
I was in
Yeah, I
electrical.
mean,
You and I were together the entire time doing every single task. It's
Oh yeah. No facts. Fair enough. Yeah.
Why is it not me?
Why? Why?
I mean,
Why is it not me?
I was curious to hear why he was so sure, but like, yeah, I mean, makes sense.
There are 2 people dead. Well,
Sauce.
you found Clark, right? Did you find
Yeah,
Clark?
I
Or
found
you
Clark in the top of calf.
Okay, you found Clark.
I feel bad.
Who was on cam?
Clark is always dead first.
Yeah, there was somebody on cams. Who was that?
Not me.
Oh, me. I was on cams. I went and popped in there just to take a peek.
Did you see anything?
No.
Like even just
No,
somebody coming out of calf would help.
No, I saw someone going up there, but I believe it was who reported it. I don't
Okay.
remember clearly.
Yeah, that was me going up into calf.
Also,
Yeah. I believe I saw you.
I think Brown is a little sus. I was in electrical, and I was doing a task. No one was in there with me, and then I finished my task. It wasn't a long one, and then out of nowhere, Brown is coming from where the vent was. That area. I'm not saying it was him, but I'm just saying be aware.
No, I came from right side doing some tasks over in what's it called? The far right. I can't remember where it's called. But I did some tasks.
Can't help you. I'm very bad.
I did some
with
tasks there.
Now,
And I came down and went to electrical and did a task in electrical.
All right.
Okay, I'm gonna skip. I'm gonna skip.
yeah, I feel like we don't have enough info.
We don't have info.
Brown, have you started on your wires task yet?
No.
Okay.
Alright, where is here? So I did leaves at the top, cafeteria. I did download. Yeah, just getting close to my mic. O2, okay, so that was navigations. Going to admin. Uploading an admin. Yeah. Okay, there's.
It's in shields. I was headed down from nav.
I wasn't in that direction at all.
I came from admin to go fix the lights, but the lights got fixed.
Wait, you said you came from admin?
Yeah, I was
You
running
just did
past
that?
admin.
Oh, gotcha.
Wasn't in admin. I was running past admin by cafeteria. Lights were
Yo,
out. and I was
Cleo,
just
who were
running
you running with?
I wasn't running with anyone. I was at, I think it's reactor. I have no clue. It's the far left thing where the task is the keypad. and it takes forever.
Oh, there goes Pigeon.
Oh shit.
It's frustrating.
All right. Well,
My
now we have to vote here.
freaking
So
Yeah, now it's unfortunate. Now I have to vote.
So I
My,
Leo, you were la 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 la. You were
my
coming
iPad
with
fell.
someone from the middle bottom room, I think storage.
I was in middle bottom. We met. I was on the far left side. I mean, I can do med bay to prove myself clear, but
No,
visuals
actually,
are
Well,
off.
you can't really prove anything. It can just be timed.
yeah, but
Yeah,
you're right.
visuals are off too.
all right,
Mm,
light green. Where were you?
like I said, I was dealing with the reactor. I think on the far left side.
Gotcha.
Dead
Purple.
task
Where were
with
you?
keypad.
I was running towards lights coming from cafeteria and admin, like past admin.
Orange. Where were you?
I did weapons and then I went into Nav to do my tasks. I came
Okay.
down from Nav.
White. Where were you?
med bay down the left side, fixed lights, and then boom, game stopped.
All right. Brown. Where were you?
I was in admin. I just did task and I was going up to
All
cafeteria.
right. We called Brown here because I was an admin. He wasn't there. So
Yo, I was
fair
in
enough.
admin right at the end.
I was in admin. You weren't there. Lights got turned on. I was the only one in admin.
Jeez.
If that wasn't it, I'm slightly sus purple.
Bro, it was bro, oh my gosh, I wasn't it's annoying. Alright, I'll be right back then. I'm gonna go.
Two.
Hey, let's
Let's
go.
Let's go, Rustic.
And the
Back
reason
to
I'm not
some
muting in Discord is because I have a mute button on my headset.
No worries.
Makes sense.
Does dang crewmate. Why? Okay, I better not get sussed out this round, man. I'm a beast. I press this? Yeah, I press it. Bottom of my screen. What? Bro, it's so annoying. Yes, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Oh, it's a double kill.
Yeah.
Oh, where was it?
Hey, who just came into electrical?
Me, I came in to do wiring
rage,
into
bro.
the power.
I just left electrical. I went to reactor.
Okay, so, who was just talking? Who just came into electrical color?
I did. I came from reactor to
That's
electrical
frustrating.
orange.
Bro.
Okay, and who just went from electrical to reactor?
It's me, yellow.
Okay,
Rage
So-
tube though. But
To
Brown
electrical,
was
from
literally
electrical,
in electrical. I was in electrical. Brown was literally in electrical. He literally died right behind me. I didn't see who it was, but it's somebody in electrical right now.
no.
So
It's not
please
me. I
no,
had my
please,
wires
bro.
pulled up.
I didn't see you when I went into electrical.
It could
Oh,
be
yeah, I
a vent
did.
kill
Yeah, I
from
did. You're
Kieran
right.
I
or
never went electrical.
You were
today.
right. Yeah, you were there.
Oh no.
we
Bro,
could vote here or we could skip, but I
So,
just
more info.
please skip.
More info. There's another body. I actually hit the report, right? There's another one in between shields and comms. And someone was just coming down the hallway from Nav. Yes. Yeah. So I know it's not Pigeon. For this kill. Sorry. Let me be very clear.
I was with Pigeon and Nav coming down from weapons.
Okay. Who just if Rustic, you just went into electrical. Where did you come
just
from?
went in. I came from reactor. I did the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I came into
I'm literally
divert
doing
power.
that right now. I was doing that while you press the button. I know it kind of looks like I'm sus.
Cleo,
So
where
I
were
have
you?
a question. I
where were
went
you?
from O2 up through cafeteria. I was heading down through storage.
Okay.
But I have a question. So
Mm.
oh, you were the one that said you had the body. Okay. I
Yeah.
was gonna see if it was a self-report on the one by electrical, but never mind.
No.
Okay, so
Bro.
Bear, you were doing.
We're gonna
Task?
have to skip here, but I'm just getting info. That's why I haven't voted yet.
I was doing the circular task on the top right.
And then someone came up behind you and.
And
Yeah,
Brown
he
started running
self-reported.
out behind an electrical, and you
wait.
died right behind me.
Okay. Okay.
I don't know what's going on because
Whoa.
Your mic is
Robot.
Darth
Yikes.
Vader entered chat.
Bro. What? I have 4 tasks. And it's so nice. Wow.
Oof. Okay,
Oh
so
my god, if
Electrical.
you're being double kills, we need to vote somebody out.
is this better? No.
Okay, Pigeon, where was the body?
Back of electrical.
Back of electrical again.
Yeah.
I
Hello?
was
I think
not.
they were doing
I
the
was-
wiring task.
Is this better, guys?
Yeah,
Okay,
it's
so
better.
who did you
Yes.
find?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, it is better. Who did you find?
Brown. I think NSA. I think.
Farm was already dead, so if
Then
it
it
was
had
a
been black.
yeah,
I
if it
can
was
clear.
a-
I can clear Raquel for these kills
Mhm.
because she did reactor with
yeah,
me.
I can go. I can go.
So I'm confident that Raquel, since this was a double kill, I'm confident Raquel is not one. And Raquel, you can obviously
Mhm.
vouch for me as well.
I was also standing next to Clark, so I guess.
Well,
I can
Neil, I actually can't exactly clear you because
no,
you
I
might
was
have been on
clearing
kill.
you.
You,
Sorry.
yeah, you might have been on kill cooldown. Because you came from electrical into lower reactor. Yes.
From electrical and no.
Or lower engine. Sorry, lower engine. Where'd you come from to get into lower engine just now? Where you were just dancing with me?
They're gonna have to make a vote here.
All right, Neil's one.
Oh my god.
Yes,
But don't
bro.
vote yet. Hang on, don't vote yet. We need to figure out the other one. We're gonna use these 40
My
seconds.
mic was muted. Sorry, I was coming down from reactor to lower engine. But all right.
No, because I was at
Reactor was-
reactor. I didn't.
Reactor was set off, so I was running to reactor from cafeteria, came down, and that's when I met Clark, and I was getting him to follow me.
No, because Clark would have seen you when he was going down. Because he finished up
I can't
reactor.
remember the
with me.
direction
Well,
he came
I didn't
from.
see you in reactor, so I don't know.
I was still in reactor because I'm still trying to do the little.
I walked into reactor and no one
12
was in
seconds,
there.
12 seconds.
So-
Unless
not true, 'cause I was doing the numbers.
vented and then went directly into electrical and then killed. We have to vote here, but like, if we vote I have a feeling it's Neil and Cleo or Neil and Ty.
Yeah, all right.
It's not me. I promise.
Wait,
Yeah, no,
I
I've
think
been
it
doing
was
this
Rage,
for-
right?
Hard though.
Yeah,
I'm
pretty
just
sure
gonna-
Cleo was
I'm-
Rage.
Good
For
about
at least that
that.
one kill.
I'm just having a problem with audio, so wasn't able to do anything.
Aw, the little orange guys here. Bet. Or wait, unless it's the thing on top of his head. I was about to say it took a little.
All right.
What?
Who just fixed comms?
Not me.
I was trying
I was
to.
going towards it. I don't think anyone.
Then
I was in the
Pigeon
middle
was
of
with
med
me.
bay.
Tell me about your what
So
task?
I
Where were you
doubt
this
he is.
past round, Cleo? Like the
I was
past
just
round
doing
we-
med bay right now. So the previous round, I went from cafeteria. I went to med bay. Didn't go to finish med bay because I was coming to reactor to do whatever. And then you guys finished it. I saw Neil run out. I saw you run out, and I didn't see anyone else run out. So this time I just went to finish med bay because that's my last task.
Okay. Ty, what have you been up to? Like before this?
Before the meeting, I went to go fix comms, and then when I got there, Pigeon was there. So
Which chart
he's not.
charting did you take to get to comms?
I went from to the right of cafeteria where
Bro.
do like things where like shoot the asteroids, stuff like that. So that's not my task though, but I went down that way and then down to comms in the bottom.
We need to vote again.
I
know it's not Pigeon because he could have killed me right there, but he didn't.
Just not certain Neil was the imposter for just like a brief second there, and I
think it might be Ty, just
I
because
promise it's not me.
I saw Rage in medbay and I saw Pigeon in medbay. And
I've been having
wait, Pigeon, can you clear that Rage did medbay?
Yeah.
No,
yeah,
bro.
he was in medbay. We were all 3 in medbay. I was doing the little.
He was doing the
little
med scan.
tubes. Yeah, he was doing the scan.
Med scan. Yeah.
And then
Yeah,
Pigeon
we were
was the
doing the
comms.
tubes.
He had a Pigeon before, like without kill cooldown. Like could have killed me while seeing me camping button. Instead, decided to go straight to comms. So I'm
I know it's not Pigeon.
I think
It's definitely not
Ty.
Pigeon because
He could've
Pigeon
killed
could have
me.
killed me as well.
Yeah, I think it's
Yeah,
Ty.
I think it's
Not
Ty
me.
too.
This is kind of crazy because like we could
Not
lose
me.
if
No.
Okay.
No.
I don't think we're gonna lose. I have faith in us.
Oh no, that's not good. It's not good.
we got one. That's all that matters.
I'm scared.
Well, we got
need to
one,
vote.
and that's what matters.
All right, so who ran off? Because I know yellow
There's no
and
way.
green were with me. I don't want to say it's Pigeon.
I ran off. I went to inspect the vial.
I thought you went up to the top calf, Clark.
I was over to. I went up, did electrical, and then I went over. I was like trying to get some tasks done really quickly. And then was going to top left engine to do. I think it's the other like alignment that I have. I can't remember because we've had so many rounds. Which I need to do
Here's
next.
why I pressed the button.
I feel like I'd
only
be
pressed the
sussed
button
out
because
next round.
I still have a few tasks to go. So I don't
I
think
do
we're
too.
gonna win through tasks.
We don't. We aren't.
So I think we need to vote someone out. That's literally the only reason why I pressed the button. I don't have
think
any
we
info to
do.
give.
I don't think we do.
I think we should just.
I think because we know the game would already be over if there's 2 imposters left.
Yeah.
And so I'm pretty confident. Just like if reactor or O2 gets called, then we need to make sure that like we are checking and reporting and being very clear. And it's gonna come down to a 50-50. So we just have to be smart here.
Yep.
Unfortunately, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I have my suspicions, but I'm just gonna skip. And just keep doing tasks and just be ready and be prepared to get split. And try if one does get called, make sure you run directly to the other one and check. So
Can I stay with you?
no, sorry. Well, I don't know. I whatever makes sense in the moment.
Okay, but if I just said that I was gonna stay with you and you ended up dead, it was clearly me.
To bro, Route 4 finished tax.
All right, I found Pigeon South. She was by electrical.
I was in navigation. I went to do the O2 and then I went to navigation.
I just
You
know it
know
was me and
too?
Clark were.
Cleo, you just self. Sorry, bro. It's you.
How is it me?
Nice try. It was a good game. Good round. I
It
was
was a
pretty
good game.
certain. I'm pretty certain it's you. Yeah.
No, it's me,
Honestly,
100%.
Clark.
Yeah. Sorry.
Were y'all
you-
both up at
you
O2?
made the only play you had.
Yeah, I know. You guys
Dude,
split. I can't really.
good round. Very, 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 very well played round.
Oh my god, my
GG's,
heart.
man.
GG, guys.
My heart-
GG's
my
to
heart-
everyone.
No, we were so close.
Okay, no worries.
Bro. All right.
Yo, Clark,
What
you
was
just
it?
saw me walking from navigation up. It was in weapons. Literally, as I walked out of navigation up to weapons, it was right there. But I saw like 6 people in that area, so I have no clue.
Oh, if it was in weapons, I can clear Hammer. You're the one that has the suit and the
I know
slick
it's not
back,
Neil.
right?
I was with him this whole time.
Yeah, I don't.
Hammer.
I can vouch for him.
I don't
No,
know.
it's not.
To be honest,
Neil.
I don't even know who I was with, so I can't clear anybody.
Hold on. Hold on. So I was in Nav. Neil just left Nav, was going up. Makes sense why I reported the body. Pigeon, you were in Nav just now, yeah?
Yes.
I don't know about Pigeon, but light green was in Nav.
I was also
I
in
was in
Nav.
I was in Nav too.
That's what I'm saying. I saw like 6 people.
We had a lot of.
Like I
Alright,
have
wait,
no
wait.
clue.
Who does that leave for? Unless this wasn't a fresh kill.
I'm completely alone in admin. I fixed the O2 admin alone and ran down towards electrical. I was alone pretty much the entire game.
That makes sense because I fixed this side of O2 and was wondering who was gonna fix the other side. So I don't know if Koala was this kill, which is black. Hammer, where were you?
That's what I'm saying. Is Hammer the guy with the suit and the slick back hair?
Yeah, like the hat or whatever, the hair on it.
Yeah.
Hammer was down in communication with me. We're doing a task.
Okay, then yeah, Hammer was in comms. I saw him when I was passing up to go to navigation.
So, Innocent, where were you?
I've been muted this
I
whole time.
was
Yeah,
in,
that was me.
I was
Sorry.
in comms right there at the end. I did 2 tasks in O2 and I ran down to comms and did a task.
So I have a feeling it's someone who's saying that they were in Nav.
I agree.
Well, it definitely wasn't me because I came up to Nav.
I mean, you saw me in Nav, and I found the body, so I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry,
I'm just
guys.
skipping.
I'm skipping, but
So who all was in Nav then?
I was in Nav. I
light
came
green,
up from Shields to
he
Nav.
sus me as well. But like everybody else who said they were in Nav, he
Right.
sus them too. Yeah.
I do the point task thing.
Well, bro, I have 3 tasks in. Storage, back in communications. Oh yeah, because my download didn't finish.
Where?
Nav.
Nav. I followed Clark in and saw body at the same time.
So who went to electrical this round? Because we had like 20 people like
I
walking
did.
in and out.
I was
electrical,
down in
but-
electrical, and I saw like green. I saw Clark, and that's all I can 100% confirm. There were others, though.
I did all my electrical tasks. I'm over in upper engine right now.
I did my electrical tasks and went into reactor to do the Simon Says thing.
Hammer, what was the task that you did at the top of storage?
Wiring.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
Neil,
did
where
the
did you
wiring
say you
there.
were?
Then I ran into electrical.
So,
and then I went.
so
from electrical
Innocent,
to reactor.
where were you this round? What'd you do?
I ran down from cafeteria into electrical, or I went to the bottom of storage, did the tasks on the bottom right, and then I went to electrical, did my 3 tasks there, and then I went over to communication to do my download, which I didn't get to do last round because you're called the body.
Neil, you said you were in navigation, right, this round?
Neil was walking
No,
up
I
to nav with me
followed
just
Clark
now.
to navigation. Like, he got there before I did.
Okay, well, I feel like I saw you with me in admin.
How long
No,
ago?
I was. I went admin and then down from admin into storage and then followed Clark.
I
So
will say that I was doing a download, so he might have been able to wrap all the way around, but that I don't know.
So I went for exact chart of path. I
This
went
could be a
over
vent
to
kill.
electrical,
This could
went
be a
up
vent
to
kill.
admin, saw
Cleo.
you, and then admin and chased Clark down from bottom up and was following Clark up to navigation. And
Cleo, what did you do before admin?
I was in electrical. That's why I asked about electrical.
Can anybody confirm that they were there?
I did
didn't
see
see him.
Cleo in electrical. That was one of the people that I did confirm. It was
Okay.
you and Cleo are who I 100%
And then
confirmed were
you both
electrical.
went up to admin, right?
Yeah.
I went up to
Yep.
admin.
So unfortunately, like I haven't heard from Hammer. I haven't heard from Pigeon. This seems to be a little bit more of an experienced player with the way that things are going down. And the calls. So I'm kind of sus of Hammer right now. I would need to get more info from him though.
Bro. People saw me. So. Bro, I canceled it now.
Okay, Clark, I have a question because there's no way you got there that fast.
Got where?
I mean, feel pretty confident that you vented from O2 to.
You're
you
just
got
mad
to
that I'm starting to sus you, and
No,
so
not at
you're
all.
starting to turn around.
I saw
So-
a
I'm not
rage
worried
like
about it at all.
I found it. I
I
found
went
the
from
body in
O2 to
storage.
admin because I literally did O2, literally walked around to admin to see who was doing on the other side because O2 wasn't getting done. So
I don't know about that because I was at O2. I saw you there first. I was like, okay, he's gonna take care of it. At first, it was taking a little while to get taken care of. I was like, okay, he's still
yo,
gonna take
Cleo,
care of
you
it.
did
It's Clark.
40, you
And
did some
someone else
40s in
pulled
high
up,
school, right?
and I went
You,
back
you
and
did some
forth,
40
back and forth.
times, ran some 40s, checked them out, right? Like the clickers, made sure
I
timing was
won
right. Right?
So
over and over.
Hey,
Clark,
your timing's a little off on
And
this
you
one,
just
bro.
do it.
I think your 40. You might want to check your 40 times again.
I'm
Bro,
going
my
for it.
40
I'm
times
telling you.
cruising. I'm
telling
telling you,
you.
it wasn't me. That I went around to check it, and that is a reasonable amount of time. Because I was already in
So-
O2, by the way. I was already in O2 when it got called, or like near O2.
So
That's how did it
I
for
was
that.
going from
You don't have to be at the same time on O2. Like I can finish it, click OK, and then go around. That's
so
how
I
get
was
there that
going
fast.
from shields
saw
through
Clark
storage to
go through
electrical,
the-
and I saw Pigeon going up that direction. Pigeon, what were you doing?
I think it's rage. Because
Hold on.
Okay, well let's
Oh,
gather
Pigeon, what
some
were you
info.
doing?
Pigeon, what were you doing?
I just saw him in Nav. What were you doing before that?
Me? I was in Nav, and then I went down to Shields, I think. I don't remember, but I'm pretty
Well,
sure I went down to Shields.
I
and
passed you
went back
coming
to-
down so I was going down shields left, going left to storage, and you were going right from storage.
So I have a question. Who says it's light green rage? Because I'm curious on your opinion.
so
I don't know.
the body was found in storage, So then I see
I was
Rage
running
running
low.
out of storage.
I
Like
was running
when I
out
come in,
too.
I see the body right there. So he runs out of storage into electrical.
Wait, there's 2 imposters, right?
I wasn't even electrical.
So he
Imposters
he
left.
ran
I
right by
skipped because
electrical.
we don't want to double kill. Be very.
You ran right. You ran right.
Agent. Wait, who is it? I thought I saw Brown, but I'm Brown.
I want more time to talk about this round because I feel like that round it's kind of important to get someone here.
Not really.
I just wanted to finish my
Unless
scan.
someone 100% knew, I don't think we need to force a vote here because then it's a double kill win. So
I just want to make sure we have all the information here right now.
okay, Hammer, what did you do that round?
I've been trying to finish my med scan. Literally all I've been doing.
Before that, like before the previous round.
The previous round, I went to med. I finished my sample, got my sample, and then I went into med and I would try to do my scan. And as I'm like almost done with my scan, is when the body was found.
Okay, and backtrack one more time. I'm sorry, but who was the person that was saying that I was running from electrical? Because I wasn't even down there at all. And Clark can testify that I was coming from O2 when I was at admin.
That I can confirm. That is true.
No, so he was down in storage. I saw him in storage. It was a green, whatever.
Who's saying that though? I have no clue who this is.
Hi. So I saw you in storage.
I didn't see you red at all last round at all.
No, so I could see you running out of storage.
So I was running right to left. So from right side to left side through storage. And I don't know if I saw Tai. I could have, but I definitely think I saw Cleo. But I'm not sure.
Like I said, Clark was saying I was running my 40. I was going back and forth O2, around the corner O2, around the corner. Then I went O2. He wasn't there. Went up to weapons. No one was there. Went to cafeteria. No one was there. Went to admin. He was there. I never went to storage.
You were in storage.
Maybe it was Clark.
It might have been Clark. It might have been dark green. But
I'm confident.
Either way, I'm not 100% certain of anybody I saw in storage. That's what I said. Besides Pigeon.
I'm sus of Hammer.
Pigeon.
I'm sus of Hammer. I'm sus of Cleo. I've been sus of Innocent this whole game, but like they've generally been able to clear themselves. And Ty.
I saw it was
Ty. I feel okay about. So we just need to.
Clark or Rage.
What?
Neil, please don't kill me. Don't kill me. Be a good boy. Okay. Where am I going? Yeah, he probably thought it. He was probably sus of me because I kept following him. But you know, it's gonna be that way. I think did that a little too fast. Crow.
Ah,
GG.
that one's on
GG's.
me.